Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars, welcome to my newest Blu-ray collection update video for February 2021. Had to think for a second then what month it was, because at the minute all months and weeks are feeling the same with us being in lockdown in the UK. Right, so I've had actually quite a productive month this month. I didn't think I was going to have, but I'll tell you why I did. As you may or you may well not know, Cara Dune, the character on The Mandalorian, has been fired, removed, whatever you want to call it, unjustly so, I think we can all agree. However, when news broke that the Cara Dune figures were being pulled from the shelves, I immediately went to my local supermarket and spotted that they had some Funko Pop Cara Dune figures. I bought a couple of them, and you know, put them on eBay, and they actually sold really well, much better than I anticipated. So if you do get the opportunity and you see some Cara Dune figures, buy them, keep hold of them, or sell them and make a profit. It's up to you guys, but I did that and it helped me have a really quite productive month, so I'm really pleased with that. Now there's a bit of a theme this month, you may well notice, and that theme is Doctor Who. I have been a big fan of Doctor Who over the years. I've lost touch with it. I haven't watched it since about the middle of season 9, Peter Capaldi's second season, something like that. My son was a big fan of Doctor Who when he was younger, and I used to love it obviously many years ago. So I watched it religiously when it came back with Christopher Eccleston. So I have decided to start recollecting the Doctor Who seasons, rewatching them and reviewing them on the channel. So you'll notice a little bit of a theme this month, and the first thing I want to show you is not a Blu-ray or a DVD. It's something that I picked up for my display that's going to be going up behind me, in just over there. You will notice in upcoming videos, and that is this. Now, I don't know if you've heard of Character Building. They got the license for Doctor Who some years ago, and they produce some kits. And basically, it's like they're like Lego. This company, just not as obviously big and famous, but they've had some decent franchises over the years, and the biggest one I think they had is Doctor Who. I don't know, or I don't think they have it anymore, but this pack is actually really quite hard to get hold of now, and I managed to pick it up for a bit of a steal on eBay. And if you don't know, you open it up. How cool is that? So you get, I'll show you up there, in there, you get all the Doctors in like their character design stroke Lego personas. You can even see they've all got their own little mini screwdrivers, sonic screwdrivers, based on their characters. It goes right up to Matt Smith. So you've got David Tennant there, Christopher Eccleston, Paul McGann, Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, Peter Davison, Tom Baker, and then we've got Patrick Troughton, William Hartnell, and my goodness, I've forgotten his name. How can I forget his name? The third Doctor. So yeah, so there we go. How can I forget his name? But it's just got, my mind's just gone blank, so I'm not going to sit here trying to think of it. And it gives you like a little character thing on each side about them, a little bio, a little write-up about them. It's a really fantastically cute set, and perfect to wear my display behind. You close it up and it's like the TARDIS. So that is a really nice little set, really cute. And so onwards and upwards, we shall start with what I have picked up, and the DVDs first. And the first thing I have picked up, to follow the theme, is the complete first series, Doctor Who. Now I've picked these up on DVD because I actually think, well, number one, the DVD box sets are cheaper. And I actually think they look better than the Blu-ray box sets, unless you're going to get back like a massive box set, but they're really pricey. So that's season 1, and then it comes out, opens up, got the, don't want to drop that leaflet, you got the leaflet there that talks through all the episodes, and then you get all the discs. And then it opens up even further for more discs. So it's a nice tidy little box set, obviously styled on the TARDIS. Very good. And I'm about 3/4 of the way through season 1, so I will get round to reviewing that one as soon as I can. So following on from that, and I won't go through show you all these box sets inside now. If anybody's interested in seeing like a more detailed video on my Doctor Who box sets, please let me know if it's something you're interested in. And the second season, this didn't come with a slipcover or something like that, but it's got, obviously it's the first season when we get David Tennant. So the nicely styled box sets I do have to say, and I from looking at the Blu-ray ones, and the Blu-ray ones are considerably more expensive, they're not as nicely designed as well, I don't think, as these ones. And then we've got the complete third series with Martha, so that comes out similar to the other one. And also picked up the complete fourth series, so I'm right up to the end of David Tennant's tenure. I do have a couple more on order, and I'm going to try and pick up some more this month. I'm going to try and go up to the end of Peter Capaldi. I'm not particularly interested in the Jodie Whittaker era, only mainly because of the reception that show has received from Doctor Who fans in general. They're not very responsive of the new direction of the show in regards to the writing and things, so I'll probably give that a miss. Right, on to the Blu-rays now. The first one I have picked up, looking forward to re-watching this, is Late Phases. It's the 101 Films Blu-ray. It's still in the packaging, as you can see, brand new. Very, very good werewolf film, underrated werewolf film, I would say, that I am looking forward to rewatching soon. I think I've reviewed this on the channel. If I haven't, I will review it, definitely. The next thing I picked up, now this film, I stumbled across this on eBay while I was shopping, and this film I used to watch all the time when it came on telly when I was young. It used to scare me, mainly through the performance from Richard Burton, and that is The Medusa Touch. Now, if you don't know this film, it is a really, really good film where essentially Richard Burton plays this guy who's got these psychic abilities that can basically devastate people's lives. You know, he can make planes crash and all sorts of things just from the power of his mind. A very, very powerful character. It's actually got some decent extras on there as well, which I'm really, really pleased with. I haven't seen this for decades probably, but I've got a real soft spot for this from my childhood growing up watching it. It was one of those films that spooked me a little bit. So if you haven't seen that one, I will get round to watching this and I will review it. I'll do a classic review for that one. But it's a long time since I've seen it, so I need to remind myself of it. Another classic one that I have reviewed on the channel and done a classic film review for is one of my favourite 70s films, Capricorn 1, the Peter Hyams film. Great cast: Elliot Gould, James Brolin, O.J. Simpson, yes, and Telly Savalas. Great film. And if you're not sure what this film is about, go and check out the classic film review I did on it on the channel. It's very, very good. It's where they basically fake a Mars landing and try and cover it up. Another film that I'm really pleased to pick up, and this is an Arrow Blu-ray, is Raising Cain, the Brian De Palma film with John Lithgow. Now, I haven't seen this one for a long time, but I remember this being really, really good, where he plays a guy with a split personality. And I'm interested in watching it because he plays a great bad guy. Anybody that's seen him in Dexter will know this. With this being Arrow, it has the reversible sleeve with a different poster with some newly designed poster art. I always tend to go for the original posters. I don't know why, I'm nostalgic that way, but I'm really looking forward to revisiting that. I haven't seen it for a long time, but I remember it being quite an effective film with a brilliant performance by John Lithgow. Right, the next Blu-ray I have got is the Robocop Trilogy on Blu-ray. Pick this up. I think the Music Magpie I got this from. I've discovered Music Magpie on eBay, and they're really, really cheap. And generally speaking, 9 times out of 10, what you get sent is a good version of it, a good copy of it, if you like. but occasionally you don't. I've got some of my Doctor Who's from Music Magpie, and some of them are a little bit, you know, they don't come with all the sleeves and things, but there we go. So you get Robocop 1, 2 and 3, and you get a good amount of extras on there. Wanted to have, I do have Robocop 1 somewhere, but if that doesn't have better extras than this, I will probably move that on and keep this, because I like to have my trilogies in one set. Now this next one I picked up, and I have already watched this, and I've filmed a review for it that's probably going to go up in a few days. I'm not sure when, but I will put it up soon. And this is a film called Solace. Now this film has a strange history, and I do go into it a little bit more in the review that I've filmed. This was supposed to be the sequel to Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, and they rejected it, and it got turned into a standalone film with Anthony Hopkins and Colin Farrell. And it's a serial killer film where Anthony Hopkins is a psychic, and they're trying to track down this serial killer. I won't say any more, but look out for the review in the coming days. Like I say, I'm not sure when I'm going to put it up, because I do have quite a lot scheduled to put up on the channel. But that's Solace. So yeah, interesting film. Found footage film now. The Dialect Pass Incident. Nice little holographic sleeve. I have watched and reviewed this on the channel. I remember quite liking it, but not being overly impressed with it. But I am going to rewatch it. Directed by Rennie Harlem, who you may know from Die Hard 2, things like that. Did he do Cliffhanger as well? He might have done. Let's have a look. Yes, Cliffhanger and Die Hard 2. So he's got a good pedigree, this director, and I do remember this being pretty good. But I am going to rewatch it. And you guys know I love my found footage films. Next up, The Peanut Butter Falcon. This was one of my favourite films from, I don't think it was last year. I think it was, yeah, it wasn't last year, it was the year before. Really, really heartwarming, feel-good film, and I strongly recommend you guys check this one out if you haven't seen it. I've just recently put up my top 10 hidden gems films in my collection. Now if I'd have had this in my collection when I did that video, this would definitely have gone in there. It's a hidden gem that you guys need to check out, and I have reviewed it on the channel if you want to check out the review. Next one, a Denzel Washington classic, and I have done a classic film review on this one. Fallen, the supernatural thriller that he did. Great cast: John Goodman, Donald Sutherland. Very, very good cast, where he's chasing a serial killer who's basically a fallen angel, kind of, I suppose is the best way to describe him. 1998, I think it came out, this one. It's got a good rep. I really like it. I did watch it when I got it through the post with my wife, who'd never seen it. I don't think she was overly impressed. I think it was not what she was expecting, but hey ho. Just got this through the post, I think yesterday. I managed to pick this up pretty cheap. Now it is I'm not sure, this might be Australian again, because you certainly can't get it in the UK on Blu-ray. Into the Grizzly Maze. And this is Thomas Jane, James Marsden and Billy Bob Thornton. It's actually a pretty good film. I'm sure I've reviewed this one as well on the channel. A pretty good grizzly bear film. So I'm looking forward to rewatching this as well. I haven't seen it for a couple of years certainly. So yeah, I got a pretty good deal on this on eBay, so I was pleased with that. Next one. Some of these are blind buys, I think. Some of these coming up anyway, and yeah, certainly some of them are. And this is one of them. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. Very cheap to pick up. Why not? I'll give it a watch. If I don't like it, I'll move it on. Let me know, you guys, if you've seen it, what you thought of it. Next blind buy. I mean, the title itself puts you right off, but it's probably quite a bit of fun, so I'll give it a go. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Still in the sealed case. I think I paid about £2 for this on, I don't know where it was, it might have been in Music Magpie. Still sealed, never been opened. You know, it's probably good fun. I'll give it a go. Give anything a go once. Some of the stuff I watch on this channel, trust me. Next one, I've only seen this once. Give it another go. The Wolfman. Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt, Hugo Weaving. Great cast. I don't remember much about this. I only saw it once years ago when it first came out, but I'll give it another go. Another Denzel film. I think one of his best. Man on Fire, the action film. Very, very good. Another Blind Buy. I know this wasn't well received because it's a remake of the great Japanese film. Old Boy. It's the Josh Brolin version. Again, it was so cheap. I thought, well, I'll give it a go. It's probably, you know, criminal of me not to watch the original first, but you know, what are you gonna do? The next one is, I have seen this a while ago and it was very, very good. Cold in July, and it's got Michael C. Hall from Dexter, Sam Shepard and Don Johnson. It's in the sleeve and it's a really good like thriller. I can't remember an awful lot about it, but I remember it being pretty good, and it's described as a hard-edged, cool as they come thriller. And I do remember it being pretty slick and cool. Right, the last two are punts I took on TV shows. Now the first one is a TV show called Dracula, and they only did one season of it, and this is that season. It was very cheap to pick up, it's still sealed, and I've been reading up about it, and it got really quite good reviews this first season. A lot of people were saying they couldn't believe they cancelled it. So I thought, well, you know, for the price it is, I'll give it a go, this one. I'm not sure how many episodes are on it, if I'm being particularly honest, but for the price I paid for it, I think it was about £3 or something like that. Why not? It'd be worth giving it a go. I like vampires, I like Dracula as a character. That looks like it's a bit like a retelling of the Gary Oldman version of Dracula. I could be wrong. And because I've almost finished the last season of Dexter, I'm about halfway through that, me and my wife are going to be looking for a new show to start watching, even though we still need to catch up with Supernatural. But that's like a marathon rather than a sprint, that show. And I've heard really good things about this next show, and I've wanted to watch it for a few years. And I managed to pick up the first 3 seasons for something like, I think it was about £5 on eBay. And it's still sealed. Grimm, seasons 1 to 3. I'm not even sure how many seasons there are. I think there's about 6 or 7 seasons. I have heard really good things about this. A lot of people sort of said if you like Supernatural, you'll like this show. It's got that kind of style, theme to it. So yeah, like I say, I've not opened this yet. I'm gonna present this to my wife and say, shall we start this one after Dexter, and see what she says. We do have other options as well. I'm even considering The Walking Dead, because I've got the first 5 seasons of that, so I might even start watching that. Not sure yet, but yeah, that is Grimm. Let me know if you've seen Grimm, guys, what you think of it. Yeah, but I've heard a lot of good things by a lot of people on, and it's got 66 episodes now. For the price I paid, that £5 for the first 3 seasons, brand new, 66 episodes. Goodness me, definitely worth it. So that, I think, yes, looking around, that is everything that I've picked up for the month of February. Like I say, really, really pleased. There's a couple of things still to come in the post, I think, but I'll save them for the next month. And hopefully I'm going to try and pick up some more Doctor Who's as well. Let me know if you're happy for me to do the reviews of the Doctor Who seasons. I'm quite enjoying doing that. I've enjoyed rewatching and revisiting Dexter's. They might not get loads of views on the channel, but it's still nice for me to watch them and then put my thoughts into a review for you guys. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this catch-up video, and I will see you back with more content on Screen Stars very, very soon.